So it's the same way. So Noah was out here. Noah was out there trying to tell people and warn people as well, right? And nobody wanted to hear it. Same way it is now.
Lock you, brother. I'm sorry.
So we out here doing the same thing Moses and the prophets after him was doing, right? When they was telling everybody about Yahushua, when they called Jesus Christ,
right? And speaking against the nations.
And speaking against the nations, exactly.
Okay.
All right. The topaz and carbuncle, this shall be the first row, and the second row shall be an emerald, a sapphire, and a diamond, and the third row a linger, a gate, and a amethyst.
Amethyst, yeah.
Amethyst. And the fourth row a beryl, an onyx, and a jasper. They shall be set in gold in their enclosings.
Okay. So that's what's on the long garment. That's what the priests wore. The Levitical priests, they wore that, and those were the symbols of the nation of Israel. Okay.
So this is another precept to go along with what he's saying.
Go ahead, brother.
All right, so like we said, when he's dealing with a world, so world in the Bible has connotations and denotations, right? It has times when it's very few, but it has times when he is describing the whole world, the actual whole world when he uses world. But normally the term earth is used. World in the Greek means cosmos, which is a society.
Hindu, she sits on the.
Oh, you talking about Shiva?
Yeah.
She sits on that thing. That's called a cosmos.
Bro, that's a man.
Cosmos?
That's androgynous, man.
So
that's
a man?
Yeah, she was a man.
They pushing that homosexuality.
So are you saying that's the kind of like the Jenna? What's the dude name? Kind of like what they going?
Oh yeah, they push that stuff all.
Like they say about the Baphomet.
Destruction,
so
man.
Half man, half. Okay, I got you.
All right, so look, Isaiah 45, verse 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with the everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end.
So what is that saying is that God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever in what? Israel. So if you go up into 14, what is he saying? He said, just like the serpent was lifted up with the people to the people in Moses, right? So that was only Israel that was there.
Right.
So if I listen, so if I work, that's right. So if
that's why you gotta look at the
Bible.
Salaki, you gotta look at the Bible and how many possessive words are continuously used through the Bible. Our, his. Those are significant words that in Christianity they teach you to just read over.
So what the brother is reading right now is that the lies that were taught, those things are being made. We're bringing those things out today. If you go to Daniel chapter 12 verse 10, go ahead and finish that one up.
Hebrews chapter 1 verse 1. Yahweh, who sundry times in the diverse manner spake in time past unto the fathers by the prophets, hath in these last days spoken unto us by his Son, whom he hath appointed here of all things, by whom he also made the worlds.
The worlds. Oh yes. So he made the worlds plural. Go ahead, brother.
So more than one. Yeah.
So it's not just a singular world when he's talking about the world. He's giving you a distinction. That's why he made sure before he even said it, like he said, as Moses lifted up the serpent. That's why that came first, to be very clear and distinctive, to let you know even so means the same, right? If we're talking about math, even so means the same. So the same way that it was with Moses, the same way it has to be with the Redeemer. You understand what I'm saying? So the world
leading his people out of
captivity,
right?
Yeah.
And our people was in captivity for what, 430 years?
Go ahead, go to Genesis chapter 15, verse 13. You want it?
And
so here it is. Yeah.
Came back again.
So it happened to us in.
Gotta go.
Man, I gotta go. But I
Look,
man,
check out the channel, brother. We posting videos all the time, man. Check out the
I
channel.
so appreciate it, man.
All right,
yeah.
Appreciate y'all brothers, man.
You got some good food today, man. That's right.
Man, come.
Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.
That means
come.
rise Israel. Rise Israel.
Come.
You know?
Yes,
all right,
sir.
brother. You know the angels. You know the angels in heaven rejoicing, man. Yeah,
Yes,
that's
sir.
right.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, because we ain't here for numbers like the church tell you. You know what I'm saying? The church, they there to take your money. They bear rule by their means. They want you to bring all your tithes and offering when you out here hurting because what the so-called white man putting all this stuff he putting on you, and he wants you to bring tithes and offering. That's what these devils are doing in these churches, man.
Come
right?
Well, tithing is not a part of your faith. Tithing is a due constituency of your faith. It's not necessary giving. But I just want to share this with you.
Go ahead.
Word. I'm with people helping people. I just want all people on our technology seminars.
Go ahead, bro.
It's a flyer for technology.
Okay.
What we bring out, what is it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? In these last days, we're supposed to be turning back to the laws and the statutes and commands of the Most High God. We say that we understand this truth. Give me Exodus. Nah, you know what? Give me Deuteronomy chapter 10, verse 12. Bring it to me.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10, verse 12.
All right.
And now Israel, what doeth the Lord thy God require of thee? But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul.
That's right. That's what we're supposed to be doing in these last days. Give me Daniel chapter 12, verse 10. So this is why we coming out in these last days speaking against those evil ways, those evil things that come out of that church. All right? Those evil things that our oppressors gave our people to eat of. Which is complete madness and wickedness. We better rule our means. That's not a righteous way to be. All right, go ahead.
The book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 10. Many shall be purified and made white and tried, but the wicked shall do wickedly, and none of the wicked shall understand.
That's right.
But the wise shall understand.
Oh man, all praises to the Most High God, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. We are here to preach to the wind. We don't know no respect of persons in this land. We don't need nobody. Hey, we trying to turn people to the Lord. All right, in these last days. That's what we trying to do. Give me let me see. No, that sister came up before. Man, turn her away, man. Give me Matthew chapter 7, verse 13.
I was about to cut on what she said, but you cut her off, so I was like, screw it. You said Matthew what?
Yeah, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, you already done it already, so ain't no.
He said already done.
Reject. Matthew what?
I ain't want to hurt her. Go ahead and go Matthew chapter 7, verse 13.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 13. Enter ye in the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction.
What?
And many there be which go in thereat.
So they said, wide is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be that go thereat. Why? Because they don't understand righteous judgment in these last days. Okay? We're supposed to be pleading the cause of the poor and the needy. We're supposed to be trying to give our people understanding in these last days. Give me Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 31.
Jeremiah, the book of Jeremiah, chapter 5, verse 31. The prophets prophesy falsely.
That's right. That's what they're doing in the church. Prophesying falsely. Go ahead.
And the priests bear rule by their means.
That's right. So they bear rule by their means. They trying to get money. Go ahead.
And my people love to have it so.
Right. So everybody going around here looking for a carnal blessing, bro. Everybody trying to go around here looking for a carnal blessing, trying to take from the oppressed people. We are already down and out, hurting, and then we want to add to it. You know what I mean? Okay? They want us to go do what? Profit in this world, man. That ain't gonna get you nothing. Okay? That's you trusting in the shadow of Egypt and in Pharaoh, okay? Because this is Egypt. And all the people that have strength that rule over us are like unto Pharaoh, and we're looking to strengthen ourselves by them, okay? But we ain't gonna be strengthened. Give me Micah chapter 2, verse 10. We're not gonna be strengthened in these last days. It's time to wake up. Our people are becoming locusts. Our people are becoming locusts, taken from the people of Israel, man. What you got, bro?
The book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. because it is polluted, it shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction.
And what that scripture say? Broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. And this is a broad system of oppression. A lot of hypocrisy and lies going on here, man. Okay? A lot of hypocrisy and lies going on here. What you got? You got something?
I'm about to though, I will.
Okay. Let me get here, I got you right here. Or you can pull it 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 1. It's time to wake up. It's high time to stop hating your brother in your heart. Okay? This is not vanity that you're seeing before you. We out here serving you. This ain't vanity. This ain't nothing to be jealous of. Okay? Because you know that spirit is on our brethren these days, man. You know, our people want to be deep, bro. Our people too busy being deep. But you don't realize that it comes from the lies of this system. That's where you get your deepness from, man. Okay, and the end of it is, at the end of all this wisdom that comes from this world is idols, man. Engraven images that don't even speak. That's at the end of all your knowledge that you get in this world. Hey, that's why the scriptures say it's broad, man. It's a broad way of understanding. And it's gonna lead you to destruction and death. Because your enemies gave you this way to understand. So-called white man who look at you and look at how destitute you are, and defiled you are, and spoiled you are, and we their music these days, man. Go ahead. I got you.
Timothy. 1 Timothy chapter 4. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of the devils.
Doctrines of devils. And this is the doctrines that come from our oppressors. They give you a doctrine to do what you want to do. Man lay with man, woman lay with woman. Okay? These things ain't benefiting us as a people. All right? They tell you to get it by any means necessary, right? That's complete and utter wickedness. They tell you to hate your own brother. You're gonna get paid. You're gonna get, you're gonna get money. You know what I mean? You gotta get that money. You gotta go against your brother on that field. You gotta go against your brother on that court, right?
What they don't tell you, Salaki, what they don't tell you is, that money, the money that you're trying to get, and any day, you can have $1 million. Any day, America's money can mean nothing.
America's money can mean nothing.
In any day.
Hey, because what does it profit? What will riches profit you in the end? Riches ain't gonna profit you nothing in the end. When calamity come, listen, so-called white man's gold ain't gonna mean a damn thing. He gonna throw it in the streets. And that's real currency, gold, silver. And what the Bible say, that it's gonna be cast into the streets because they're gonna be able to save you from the day of destruction.
So I got one. Good, I got one.
Go ahead.
My pages will turn. 1 Timothy 6 and 5. Hold on a minute. Salakia, y'all bear with me.
It's all good, brother.
1 Timothy.
All this knowledge that they heard all day and they don't want to stick around for more, that's on them.
1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 5.
Hear this.
Perverse disputings of men, corrupt minds, and destitute of the truth, supposing that gain is godliness. From such withdraw thyself.
That's right.
But godliness with contentment is great gain.
That's right. Godliness with contentment is great gain. But we don't have any godliness in this. we push that thing away. Give me 1 John chapter 1. We're gonna go back to that 1 Timothy. Because them hypocrisy and lies, that's something I want to touch on too. Did you get that one?
No.
Hypocrisy and lies? Okay. So 1 John John chapter 1, verse 5.
It's the book of John. It's the book of John, chapter 1, verse 5. And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended not.
That's right. You don't comprehend what the hell is going on in these last days. They say the wicked will not understand,
but the righteous will understand.
And the law is the truth, right? Right? The law is the truth. That's the standard, right? So go give me Romans chapter 8, verse 7. But we're gonna get back to that. Romans chapter 8, verse 7.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 7.
Go ahead.
You don't want to start at 5?
Go ahead.
Verse 5. For they For they that are after
Go to 4, my bad, go to 4.
Verse 4, that righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us.
That's right, that righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us. The same man that they think said the law is done away with, the same man that they think saying the law is done away with, just said what? Righteousness, the law
the righteousness of the law
right,
might be fulfilled in us.
That's right.
Who walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit.
That's right. And what is the spirit? The law. I mean, what will get you to the spirit? Doing righteous works that come from what? The law. Go ahead.
For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh.
They that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh. This cigarette makes me feel good. This music makes me feel good, even though they teach you to be all out wicked, unholy, profane. The law is made for what? Those that are unholy, profane, haters of mothers, manslayers. And if you hate your own brother in your heart, what the Bible say? What is Yahweh? What Jesus say? He said that you are a murderer. Okay? So the law is good for you. It's good that you know of it, you know?
Come.
Go ahead.
But they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit, for they be carnally minded is death.
For to be carnally minded is death.
Salakia. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace.
And what comes, and what brings life? The word. And the word is what is God. Go ahead and get that in John chapter 1.
John 1 and 1. John 1 and 1.
Come on. See, our people being taught that man should lay with man, woman should lay with woman. That's complete and utter folly. Madness. Time for us to wake up in these last days.
The book of John, chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was the beginning with God.
All right. So the Word is the Most High. And what?